In this video, we talk about finishes for hardwood flooring. How often do you need to do it? Do you need to sand? And the best types. That's starting right now.
Welcome to Home Buyers School, brought to you by Brookfield Residential.
Hi everyone, I'm Carl Ye and welcome to another Home Buyer School video, a channel where you get the latest strategies, tactics, and tips from home buying experts. And remember, if this is your first time on this channel and you want to get the latest strategies from the experts, hit the subscription button below, hit the little notification bell so you don't miss anything. So today I'm joined by Deborah Armstrong, Senior Interior Designer with Brookfield Residential. And today we're talking about types of hardwood finishes. But first of all, why would you want to finish your hardwood floor?
You'd want to finish your hardwood floor, say if you had a site finished floor in your home, or even one, that's been factory finished, but that top layer, the sealer, has been damaged just from wear and tear. Maybe it's got a lot of scratches from pets or children and their toys, and you want to refresh the look.
Okay, and why do your hardwood floors actually need sealing?
They do need sealing to prevent stain. I mean, wood is a porous product. So usually nowadays they come factory finished. They've got lots of sealer on top. The newer hardwood floors that we're seeing today, very rustic finish, they have an oleo finish on them. So it's actually an oil that you put on the floor. It's usually done by the installer when they do lay the floor, and then you should probably do it every 2 to 3 years, especially in high traffic areas, just to keep that floor refreshed and looking its best.
And remember, if you want to know more about choosing the best floor for you, watch our video above. So how often would you need to reseal your floors? Again,
that will depend on the wear and tear, the traffic in your home. Some people may never need to do it, but if you have a busy household, children, dogs, that are constantly going over the floor, if you're getting a lot of scratches, then that's when you want to.
So let's say you do have pets, because I do, and our dog pretty much destroys our floors on a regular basis. So if you reseal, you can get rid of those scratches?
Well, it depends. If it's just in that top layer, that polyurethane layer on top, then you can actually just maybe sand down to that layer and just resurface with that sealer. If it's gone down beyond and into the wood, that's when you're going to have to sand straight down, the stain off, restain, and then reseal.
But if you sand all the way down, wouldn't there be a dip in your hardwood floor?
You can't just spot do it. That's the thing.
You'd have to do the entire...
That's it. It's a move out, move the furniture, get out of your house, go on holiday for a week, and have a pro come in and do this.
Because if there's just one spot, I can't just do it because it'll make your entire...
Exactly. There are products out there that hardwood suppliers have now that you can touch up a scratch if it goes down into the stain, little wax pens, things like that it will fill in and get you by until the time you do have to reseal. The oil products that are out there now, you can spot treat them. So what you'd want to do in that case is pick that one board, 2 boards, oil those boards. Of course, it's going to look a little different, for the first week or so, but then once that shine comes down, it's going to blend in. And that's the beauty of these new, oleo floors.
So when you talked about polyurethane, what is a good polyurethane for hardwood floors? Okay,
there's generally 2 types. There's a water-based and an oil-based. A water-based is, very quick drying. It doesn't yellow. It's hard, and it's very easy for a do-it-yourselfer to do. The oil base, it smells really, really bad. It's not as hard, and it does yellow. But unfortunately, it's one that a lot of professionals use.
Now, why would they use that? It's easier to apply?
It's cheaper.
Oh, is it cheaper to apply?
It's a cheaper product, and they tend to use it. So I would definitely probably, make sure if you're having someone come in, discuss the type that they're going to use and do a water base. You're going to be happier with, it's going to be a little more expensive, but in the long run, it's going to be harder, less odor, and it will not yellow or change the color of your hardwood.
So the oil-based one, actually, you can smell the oil odor even after?
For a few days, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for a few days, you're going to have that strong smell, and you'll probably not want to come into the home until that's kind of dissipated a bit. It could give you headaches.
Do you have to sand your hardwood floor before you apply the polyurethane?
Yes, you do have to get the old polyurethane off.
Okay.
So you just want to take that very little bit layer off, make sure the scratches are out. So you don't want to, you know, go over top of the scratches, you'll just see them again. So you just want to get that nice and smooth, well cleaned, and then you can reseal them that way.
And like we talked about, you probably don't want to
Patch
do it. So if you're going to actually...
you can do one whole room, you know.
Okay. And so what if you have a house has, you know, you have the same hardwood floor across the entire level, but obviously you have different rooms. Can you spot it in just one room, or do you actually have to do the entire house?
You probably can do in just one room. You want a good professional that's going to make that transition to the next room. The nice thing about the newer hardwood boards, the factory finished hardwoods, is that you can actually take out a board.
Oh, okay.
Site finished, you can't, because when they put a sealer on, it goes over everything. It goes over the seams and the joins. So you can't just pop out a board.
Oh, okay.
That's why when people now are taking out an old site finished hardwood floor, they will put in a pre-finished, factory finished hardwood, because that way if something really bad, a stain, a spill, something happens to a set of boards, you can pop those boards out and
just put
glue down the other boards in.
Okay.
It makes life so much easier.
Yeah. Rather than having to do the entire.
You're moving out, yeah.
And let's say, you know, you use one room heavily and other rooms not. Eventually, there's going to be a dip, isn't it? If you're going to
you're going to have to. Well, yes.
If you refinish multiple times in one room and you don't finish in others, there's going to be
yes,
that.
you're going to. It's going to change. There's going to become a point in time where you say, let's just rip this all out and let's make life easier and get a pre-finished hardwood floor or an oleo floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add in terms of floor finishes?
No, I don't.
Perfect. Question I have for you is, did you get your hardwood floor finished and what did you use? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.
That's another edition of Homebuyer School. Tune in next time for more expert tips and tricks. And visit homebuyersschool.ca to bring you one step closer to finding your dream home. As with everything, it would be great if you like and share our videos. Also, please let us know if you have any home buying questions you want us to answer.